Welcome to the weekly Dear Dr. Mao. Today I would like to talk about healing sounds for your health. Many people report that when they listen to music with a certain rhythm, they get energized, aroused, relaxed, or calm. Would you like to be able to summon any of these states on demand with a simple practice of healing sounds? Stay with me as I show you in a little bit an effective sound healing experience that you can generate without the use of any instruments. First, though, before learning about healing sounds, we should talk about what is sound. Of course, it's everything we hear and perceive with our ears, right? Well, yes and no. Yes, our ears receive a sound in the form of mechanical waves, which is vibrating particles in the air or through a liquid medium. And no, as there are imperceptible sound waves at certain frequencies that we simply don't hear, but yet are impacting our physiology. Sound waves travel through our ears from the outer to the inner, activating eardrums and vibrating the small bones behind them, and finally into the fluids of the inner ear of the cochlea, which are the seashell shaped structures with hair cells that turn mechanical waves into nerve signals. Our human hearing can perceive sound waves at frequencies from 20 to 16,000 hertz. These are what we can hear. However, there are other sound waves below 20 hertz or infrasound and higher than 16,000 hertz called ultrasound that we simply cannot hear and yet have definite physiological and neurological impact on our brain and body. By the way, other animals like dogs and cats can perceive higher frequency sounds than humans. Sound has been utilized in various cultures for thousands of years as a modality for healing, whether it's through the use of chants like the Gregorian chants and Buddhist mantras. Healing sounds have been used in every culture and medical tradition throughout the world. Increasingly, science is catching up and discovering the benefits of healing sound waves versus sounds that make people sick. One study published in the Journal of Evidence-Based Integrative Medicine found that an hour-long sound meditation helped people reduce tension, anger, anxiety, and depression while increase a sense of well-being. In contrast, studies found that chronic exposure to background noise generated from everyday appliances like fridge and dishwashers that are over 60 decibels for more than 6 hours a day can lead to high blood pressure, insomnia, and increased risk for heart disease and stroke. Long-term exposure to noise pollution may even reduce lifespan. Researchers found that those who live next to busy roads, railroads, or work with jackhammers or other loud machineries have higher risk of dying from all causes. The scientific study of the perception of sound and its impact on the brain is called psychoacoustics. Since its founding, the discipline has fueled researches into better understanding of how it can be used as medicine. You see, there are 5 centers in the brain, each devoted to a specific function. Each brain center generates impulses at a specific frequency based on the predominant neurotransmitter it secretes. In other words, the brain's internal communication system, its language, is based on frequency. Sound is generated at various infinite frequencies, and in studies after studies, healing sounds were found to have statistically significant outcomes. For example, in producing physical relaxation, transcendence of time and space, positive mood, insightfulness, and unity, to name a few of the mental states that healing sounds activates. Now let's talk about the 6 healing sounds I mentioned earlier from the Taoist tradition, which gave rise to Chinese medicine. The system of healing sounds is very ancient and were taught through a oral transmission from teacher to student through the ages. The practice of the 6 healing sounds can activate corresponding organ network, energy meridians, and restore bodily function and rebalance mental and emotional states. I will share with you one of the 6 healing sounds that can activate your lungs and respiratory as well as immune system, offering protection and support to your defenses against colds, flus, and infections, especially during the fall. Try making the sound of s, keeping your teeth together and push the air out in between the upper and lower teeth. Inhale, filling up the abdomen and the chest with life-giving oxygen, and then exhale through your mouth, making the sound of s, the frequency which is specifically targeted. Since the lung is a storehouse of grief in Chinese medicine, this practice will also help you release pent-up sadness from the past and bring you to the present. Again, s. If you're interested to learn more about the practices of the 6 healing sounds, please check out my audio learning program at taoiststar.com. Tune in next week for a segment on Change Yourself and Change Your Future, when I'll share with you how little changes in you can yield big changes in your future. Until then, live long, live strong, and live happy.